Back at it again, and I wanted to show you guys these clips because, wow, they are absolutely incredible, and I'm almost positive it's going to put a smile on your face. Like, share, comment, and hit that subscribe button if you are new. And let's dive in.
The truth is bitter, but we have to swallow it. The Democratic Party, I voted for over 20 years of my life. I voted for Barack Obama when he said he was going to bring hope and change. And yes, we can, and no, we didn't. The jobs didn't come. The better schools didn't come. The investment in our communities did not come. National security, our borders are open. We're not safe. We're not safe. And we've got to stop thinking as black and white and purple and Arab. We've got to start thinking as Americans. And that's what Donald Trump is saying. We're Americans, America first.
You have to remember, Donald Trump is the head of Trump Organization. And when you look into that organization, it is filled with blacks, whites, Hispanics, Arabs, Asians. It's different religions, different creeds. And so he's a person that has created jobs. He's a person that signs checks. He's a person that works on the bottom with the person who's doing the foundation as well as the guy sitting in the office. And so all of that, I think, is important when we're thinking about our next president. Our people, the American people, many of them are losing hope. And we
Incredible clip right there, wasn't it? Incredible clip right there, and it was 100% on point, right? 100% on point. But I've got another one as well that I want you guys to see. Check it out.
We have been devastated. We have been devastated with the lack of jobs, with immigration. We have been run over. Donald Trump is our new future. Donald Trump is our hope. Donald Trump is also bringing us together, regardless of the color of our skin, as American citizens.
You know, it's crazy. And I'm sorry to interrupt these fantastic clips right here, but
that's the only.
Oh crap! Hold on. I want to rewind that back a little bit. He is bringing us together. And, you know, it's funny to even think that also, I guess, Joe Biden has a hand in it, right? Because Joe Biden, if I remember correctly, said he was going to bring the country together. And he actually has. But just he's brought us together to go against him and the Democrats. Like, he's brought us together for the wrong reasons for the DNC, right? The right reasons for the country. So I guess if there's anything I can clap for Joe Biden for and thank him for, it's for opening people's eyes to the truth. And the truth is, in my humble opinion, is that the Democrats don't care about the American public. The Democrats couldn't care any less. As long as they get to stay in power, they don't give a rat's you know what. Okay? But let's jump back into this lady's fantastic
is our hope. Donald Trump is also bringing us together, regardless of the color of our skin, as American citizens. That's the only way we can get back in order, is if we stand together. This present administration is not working in the favor of American citizens. They're destroying the Constitution. They're tearing this country down. We need somebody that's going to be strong, stand as a man, and help us recognize and put the Constitution and illustrate the Constitution, what it was written for. And Donald Trump is the person. He's going to make America great again, regardless of the color of your skin. Regardless of the color of your skin.
Y'all want America great. Every last one of y'all need to go out there and fight for Donald Trump.
Facts. Facts. If you want America great, we all need to be out here fighting for Donald Trump. I agree 110%, 1,000%. You know, 10,000, 1,000,000%. You know what I mean? How you want to take that, I agree. You know, you know, hopefully more Americans can make sure you guys share this video. Share this video, by the way. It's the arrow button down below. You can copy the link. You can text it. You can email it. You can post it on your Facebook, your Instagram, your Twitter. Share these types of videos. The American people need to see this, especially when you have, you know, mainstream media that only tries to portray one side of the story and tries to like take little clips and sound bites and twist and turn them. Like I showed you guys the other day when they took a clip of Donald Trump describing what Democrats wanted to do. And they try to make it sound as if that's what Trump wanted to do because they took just a little short clip of it and that's what they posted. Who did that? Crap. I showed you guys the clip. I can't remember. Forgive me. Y'all remind me in the comment section. I forgot who did that, but it was one of the big news stations, right? News organizations. And, you know, when you have people that are only seeing stuff like that, I understand how their minds could become, or their overall view could become distorted because they're only seeing like little clips. They're not seeing the full thing in its entirety. So make sure you guys are sharing these types of clips with all of your friends and family. All right. This is what they're afraid of, though, guys.
The pike that are going to affect the brown and black community, just like the illegals that are being pushed into these communities, sucking up the resources from the longtime residents that live there. All right. Taxpayers. Poor taxpayers are now going to have to foot the bill for these people, and we can't even afford to pay our own rent. All right. Now we have tax coming down to programs and different things that are going to be cut directly from our community to pay for illegals. All right. There's a problem with that. There's a huge problem with it. And, you know, minorities may be silent as far as being vocal, but I believe that, you know, in 24, this new election, the next cycle, we're going to see a overwhelmingly amount of people that we have not seen in 30 years come out to vote. All right, people are being educated on the voter registration piece, how to change their party affiliation, question number 14 on their voter registration form, and people are walking away from the plantation of the Democratic Party once and for all.
Aliza.
Beautiful, right? Absolutely beautiful. You know, it warms my heart to hear that kind of stuff. It really does. It really does. It's so beautiful, man. Because, you know, it's a shame that that's been the one line of thinking. You know, if you're black, you gotta vote Democrat. And I am so happy, so happy that people are breaking away from that. People are opening their eyes to, we've got nothing in return for only voting for these people. Nothing. Black people historically have been voting Democrat, I believe at over a 90% clip for like 60 years. And what have we gotten in exchange? You know, I always refer to it as like you pull up to, you know, a restaurant and, you know, you make your order. You pull up to the pay window, you pay for your order, and then you pull up to the last window where you're supposed to receive your order. And they point the finger at some other restaurant and say, well, they took the buns and they did X, Y, and Z. We got you next time. You're not going to keep going to that restaurant, are you? You're going to be like, wait, I told you what my order was. You accepted my order. You said, okay, pull up to the next window. I told the Democrats what I wanted. Y'all said, okay, make sure you show up and vote. I pulled up to the next window. I paid. I pulled up to the voting booth. I voted. Right? I pulled up to the next window to receive my order, and y'all pointed the finger at somebody else at I don't know, some other establishment, and said that they did something that, so you guys can't fulfill my order. I pulled back up to y'all after you've now been put in office, and now y'all pointing the finger at Republicans and Donald Trump about everything. Donald Trump ain't been in office in 4 years. How is it still his fault? You're not going to keep going to that establishment and spending your time nor spending your money on them. You could be like, man, they can kick rocks. They can kick rocks. So why do we, as people of color, continually pull up to the Democrat Party? That's my question, right? That is my question, and I think it's a question that a lot of people need to be asking themselves. Why do you keep pulling up to somebody who's not fulfilling your order? It doesn't make sense. You wouldn't do that with anything else in life. So why would you do it with Democrats now? You know? But the great thing about all of this is I think a lot of people have, you know, asked themselves that question more recently, or, you know, maybe not asked it in that way, but, you know, people are shifting away from the Democrat Party. And we touched on that in a previous video where I believe it was black men are like 50%. Right, are like voting Republican or voting for Trump. Now I can't recall the exact numbers on that. Forgive me. Some of you may remember, but yeah, it's a beautiful thing to see. Black women are lagging behind, but I do think a shift is going to happen there soon as well.
Who have a little bit of time to frankly get involved. We want to ask people who they want to be the next president of the United States. Of the people who are possibilities, okay, who are out there, possibilities. Raise your hands if you're for Donald Trump. Very, very good. There's a few people who aren't in the front.
Few holdouts.
Few holdouts. You're not 100%. DeSantis.
Ron DeSantis. Oh.
There's a clap.
Two hands and a clap. Okay. Joseph Biden.
2 hands and a clap for Ron DeSantis. Goodness gracious.
Oh, come on.
Not even a wheeze.
How about Nikki Haley? Yes. A lot of people are looking at Nikki Haley now. How about Nikki Haley?
Show of hands. Nikki Haley.
There's half a hands who have a little bit of...
Tides have turned, guys. Tides have absolutely turned. And Trump's on track to take this W. He's on track to take this W. Now, once again, as I always say with these types of videos, we all have to show up and do our part. Don't sit back and get complacent or lazy. We need to be doing our part leading up to 2024 and also on that day, right? Leading up to it and on the day. And in some cases, we should be before, right? You can cast the ballot before, right? Where it's available. So, man, I can't wait. I literally cannot wait to wake up and see your next president of the United States is Donald J. Trump, right? I can't wait to see it. I can't wait to see it. My only thing at this point, one is obviously the trick up the Democrat sleeve, right? I'm sure they have something. They're not going to go out willingly. I wouldn't expect them to. I know if I were in their same position, I wouldn't go out quietly. I'm going out kicking and screaming like a crazy banshee, right? I'm kicking and screaming the whole way out the door. I'm not just gonna walk out willingly, knowing what's coming behind that because of the things that I've allegedly done, right? They know what's coming. So don't expect them just to lay down and take it. Trust and believe me, that's not going to happen. And I'm new to politics, but that's just common sense to me. Because once again, if I put myself in their shoes, I'm going out kicking and screaming. There's no way that I'm just walking out willingly because I know what's coming behind it, right? At minimum, I'm leaving this country immediately. Now I'm going to wait until the very last minute, right? Because I'm going to hold out hope that I can still pull it out, but once I realize, oh, yep, it's a wrap, I'm out, gone, vanished, okay? But we have to show up and do our part. That's one thing that I'm really worried about. Also, that's one thing that I am really, really worried about is us getting complacent because of all the great news, because of all the great headlines, because of all the great, times where Trump showed up somewhere and everybody cheered and everybody rallied behind him. And, that's what I'm worried about. Is people getting complacent, which is why I always say with these types of videos, show up and do your part. All of this means nothing if we don't show up. I'll leave it at that. Y'all let me know what you thought about this one in the comment section below. Like, share, comment, hit that subscribe button before you go. Peace and love. I'm out.